Alright people, testing 1, 2, 3. Hopefully you can hear me alright and the audio is pretty cool. Typically when I come here I show you low calorie snacks. However, I've been ignoring like the skinny dudes that are struggling to gain weight and actually build muscle on. So I thought today what I'm going to do is cover some high calorie snacks. It's not going to be too filling. So whereas I normally do low calorie, high volume foods, today we're doing the opposite. But it's not going to be just bullshit like Haribos. We're actually going to get like proper, hopefully nutritional stuff. I'm also doing my regular weekly shop as well. So I'm going to come and show you in between. So I will probably show you a glance of what I'm going to get as well. But the main bit of this video is 6 things that's going to be easier for skinny people to gain calories. So yeah, without further ado, let's carry on with the video. Oh, that was perfect. All right, next up for the high calorie snacks, what we're going to go for is something I've only recently tried recently. I said recently like 4 times in it. But anyway, the nut butters, these taste delicious, but they're like 212 calories. Oh no, this one in particular is only 196 calories, but it's still pretty high. But they're all, I was about to break it open, but they are very, very small. They're not filling, but they taste really, really good. In terms of the amount of protein in each one, you're looking at around 5 grams of protein and 3 grams of fiber. But in regards to it, as it's really small, it's pretty high calorie. You can't really say you're going to struggle to adding in 200 calories. All right, another one as well. I'm going to count them as one just because they are the same brand. This is the Nature Valley protein bars. Right now, these aren't low calories, so these are looking at, same again, 197 calories. This one has 10 grams of protein though and 6 grams of fiber. So overall, there is fiber content in them, which is great. But I wouldn't have these snacks if you're looking to cut down on weight, so if you're trying to lose weight. But if you're trying to gain weight and trying to like get into a surplus, these are very non-filling snacks, but high calorie. Because you're trying to gain weight and trying to get into a surplus, you need foods that aren't going to fill you up. If I showed you a whole bunch of like high calorie food that's really filling, you're going to find that you're going to gain that predicament where a lot of skinny people say is, I can't afford to eat more food because your stomach just physically can't eat more. So this is why you want small portions but are high calorie. So yeah, this is definitely, these both are great ones to go for. I can co-sign this flavor. I have not tried the cocoa hazelnut, but I've been told it's good. But I've tried this one, that tastes great. I wouldn't binge on these like ridiculously mad, but you can definitely use maybe 1 or 2 of them a day to bump up your calories straight away. Like if you just ate what you normally ate and added one of these, straight away you're adding on 200 calories. All right, next up, I'm gonna count this separate simply because the macros on this one isn't as good as the other ones. However, I wanna put it in the video because they are so tiny and so tasty. These are looking at 9.5 out of 10 for me personally. But in terms of the macros, like for example, there's a lot more sugar in this one. Per one of these bars is 12 grams of sugar, whereas if you went with this one, you're looking more like 7 grams of sugar and 10 grams of protein, where this one only has 4 grams of protein. But as I said, on taste, this one tastes great. So I would definitely recommend it if you want to try these for high calorie snacks. Next up, what we're going to go for is bagels. And the reason why bagels are a good option is because when you get the full size bagels, they're already like 230 calories as it is. So when you, for example, with cinnamon bagels, you do it with peanut butter and you slice it in half and put both sides peanut butter, you can be looking at easily getting up to around 350 to 400 calories off this one thing alone. It's not just full of crap. They actually have a decent amount of fiber and a fair amount of protein in each one as well. I believe each bagel of this one is 9 grams of protein. Hopefully the audio isn't being too mashed up by this stupid alarm that literally just turned on. And the good thing about them as well, they also have a decent amount of fiber as well. So in the wholemeal one, we're looking at around 6 grams of fiber if I round it up. And with the regular cinnamon bagels, we're looking at around 4 grams of fiber. And if I'm being honest, this is actually one of my new favorites. But this, I probably wouldn't put peanut butter. I'll just do it with like butter. But even still, that'll still push you up to around just under 300 calories. So you gotta think, for one bagel, 300 calories, that's decent. And typically, you'd probably eat this with something like eggs or whatever. Or if you just want it simply as just a small snack, as like toast, straight away you're looking at 300 calories and it's not too filling. And I personally really, really love it. Next up is one that I would say as a topping, granola. Granola is super high calorie, but it's super tasty as well and tends to have a fair bit of fiber in it as well, just because of the ingredients. Personally, I use it as a topping for this. You could use the whole cereal with it, but you'll be looking at a lot more sugar. This one isn't too bad. Per portion of it, it's only 8 grams of sugar. But if you look at some of the other versions I had on the shelf, there is a lot of high calorie, high sugar versions of this. I would definitely recommend this for getting in extra calories. Like per serving of this is 200 calories. And if I use it as a topping of that can push up a certain cereal that I have up to around 400 calories, depending on the amount that I use. So I would definitely, it's another thing basically just to bump your calories up if you need to, and it's not too filling. It's a food that definitely can be somewhat addictive and easy to not eat too much of it. So be wary of it because you don't want to eat too much higher in your calories. The next one now is going to be something that's definitely high calorie, which is the My Protein baked cookie. I co-sign this, it tastes super dope. It is like 282 calories, so it's pretty high. So if you're looking for a tasty snack that is high in protein and very easy to eat, like this is almost 300 calories in my hand, look. So this is why I don't always recommend it too much, because I know the calories are pretty high, but it tastes great. And if you're in the bulking mode, this is something you can literally add to your normal day, and straight away you've almost got a 300 calorie surplus. And it's 14 grams of protein as well, so it's not like it's full of junk. In terms of fiber, we are looking at 3 grams of fiber as well. This is pretty good for if you're someone that's bulking. And if you didn't know already, I'm sponsored by My Protein, so link in the description box will get you up to 37% off. Sometimes it goes up as high as even like 57%. It depends on what offer they're doing, like Black Friday or whatever weird thing they just pick up. But yeah, anyways, now we're gonna go on to the very last thing I'll probably say is probably the highest of calories. Alright folks, the last one we're moving on to is a simple one, which is peanuts. This is probably one of the most high calorie snacks in the smallest dose you never need. So for example, a little handful, which is like 30 grams, depending on what peanuts you get, can be up to like 200 calories. So this one for 30 grams is around 184 calories. This one is one I actually love the most. We are looking at 179 calories. You can get obviously plain peanuts as well, but I personally don't like the taste of those, so this is why I'm showing you these two. I prefer the honey roasted over the salted, but either one you get, and any peanuts you get, to be honest, is always going to be a high calorie and obviously high protein as well, because it's peanuts. But there's something to work on is the portion control. You definitely need to look into weighing out, because sometimes people be having ridiculous amounts of peanuts and pushing their calorie surplus way too high. Because at the end of the day, you want to be in a smallest surplus, 150 to 300 calories, and then over time, when you get stalls, then add it up. You don't want to just have a ridiculously high surplus and get fat, because the main aim for those you skinny that's trying to bulk up is you want to eat nutritious foods, hopefully and ideally, and gradually bump up the calories. And when your weight stalls, then you potentially move it up. And wait until your weight stalls for at least 7 days. Don't just, when one day it doesn't jump up, go add on the calories. Wait at least 7 days for a stall before you think about increasing the calories again. But anyways peeps, hopefully these 6 little snacks were definitely something you can mix into your day. Let me know in the comments if there's any other ones you feel like adding yourself. Today's been a bit of a quick one because obviously it's pretty late and I haven't even finished doing my shopping or my nan's shopping either. But if you enjoyed this video, please drop the video a thumbs up. I highly appreciate coming to Asda and getting these awkward stares from everyone in the store when I always film. I love it so, as you know, so please hit the thumbs up to show support. Anyways, I'm gone. Thanks for watching. Deuces.
Make $1 million cash for you flatline. Make a master plan, watch it backfire.